Okay, so good evening again. And as way of introduction, my name is Edwina Pinto. I'm the placement coordinator and also a counselor at the Careers and Counseling Directorate. I'm hoping this session is very fast. I'm just going to see how we can write a CV for our career day and even for other events. So this CV writing is not for only today. As much as possible, let's all mute ourselves and let's all concentrate to it. We will record this meeting and it will be put on our YouTube channel. So you can listen to it, you can share it out to other people, and then they can look at it, how to write a CV. But for now, let's all concentrate and pay attention to this session. So thank you very much. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. If you can see my screen, please give me a thumbs up so that I can continue. Okay, so thank you very much. I can see that most people can see the screen. Okay, so before we talk about CV writing, when we say CV, I know everybody here has an idea what a CV should be, what a CV is about, and all that. But a CV basically is information about yourself you are selling out to a company. So written information about yourself you are selling to a company for the company to want to employ you or want to give you opportunity to work with them. CV can be written for when you are looking for a job, when you are also looking for volunteering opportunities, when you are going for scholarships, or you are going for a lot of things. That is what a CV is used for. There are some few things that before you write a CV, you need to think. Can we mute ourselves, please? Okay.
Hello, please, Miss Edwina, please, you're on mute. We can't hear anything.
Can you hear me now? Just a thumbs up if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, so I hear I can be heard. So before you lost me, what I was saying is that usually you don't take one CV to a lot of companies. Every company, you need to tailor your CV to fit exactly what they are looking for. So you don't just write one CV and decide that today you are dropping it at TVS Motors, you are dropping it at Huawei, you are dropping it at Stanbic, and then now you are assuming that they should call you. No. Every CV should be tailored towards what each company is looking for. So you need to tailor your CV for what each company is looking for. So, and then another thing we also need to think about is that when we are writing a CV, we need to research about the companies we are writing this CV to. You don't write a CV and then decide you've not researched about the company and then you've written certain things in the CV that don't apply to these companies. So before we write a CV, we need to research about the company we are sending our CV to. That's very, very important. So these are some of the points we need to take in place when we are writing a CV. So what I have shared or what I have put on my screen is a sample CV. This sample CV was developed by the Careers and Counseling Directorate with the help of a lot of organizations that we work with. We work with quite a number of organizations, and most of them have seen this template and they say this one works, especially for entry-level jobs. people who are still in school, or people who have just finished school. This is the CV that works for them. I'm saying this because I know that there are lots of samples of CVs online, but most of these sample CVs online don't work out well, because some of these are people's ideas and people's things they've put there. And most times people are not getting opportunities, people are not getting jobs because of the type of CVs that are online. So if you are from University of Ghana, or you're a fresh graduate or a student, I will please want you to use this template when you're writing a CV. So you notice that this person's name on this CV is standing out, Anita Mamientry. On your CV, one of the most important things on your CV is your name. So your name should always stand out on your CV. So you realize this person's CV, when you look at it first, the first thing you see is the person's name. The first thing, so let me minimize this for you to see how the CV, everything looks like. And you notice that on this person's CV, the name is actually standing out. When you look at it, the first thing you see is Anita Mamientry, because the name is standing out. And then when you're writing your CV too, you need to know how to write your name. Some of us don't know how to write our names. I know a lot of people want to put their surname first and all that. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you decide that you want to put your surname first on your CV, then you should make sure that after you put, like this person, the name is Entry. So after you put Entry, there should be a comma over there before you put Anita Mame. Don't put Entry Anita Mame without a comma there, because anybody that sees this, in the person's eye, Mame is the surname. And know that we are working with not only local companies, we are working with foreign companies too. So not everybody knows that Mame is not a surname. So anytime you put your surname first, make sure that you put a comma over there before you put the other names. So that's something we need to look at. If you decide that you want to just put your name like the normal way, then you can also do that. So you can also do that by putting Entry there, and then that one everybody knows that is the surname. So we should learn how to write our names. The next, and then you realize this person's name is bolded. So bolding your name and use a bigger font size. So if your whole CV, the font size you are using is 12, your name alone, you can use something bigger so that it stands out on your CV. The next thing after your name is your address. Put your address on your CV. You know, when we were in primary school and GHS, they taught us how to use care of. So you don't have an address, but you want to use your parents or your uncle or your auntie's address, you should know how to write that one too. You use the CO before you put the person's name, before you put the address there, so that we know that it's care of this one. The letter is going to pass through this person to get to that person, to get to you. So that's the box address. The next thing on your CV that's very important is your telephone number. It's your telephone number. Make sure you put your telephone number on your CV. Don't put your mother's telephone number, because for your mother there, you know that she picks up calls. So because of that, you are putting your mother's telephone number. If you put your mother's telephone number there and any company calls you, and then when they pick up, they realize that it is your mother. Oh, it's my son's this thing. I'll tell him to call you back. You've lost that opportunity. You won't get that opportunity. My son used my telephone number over there, so I'll tell him to get back to you. You have lost such great opportunity. So make sure you put your telephone number there. And then those of us who don't know how to pick up calls, we should also learn how to pick up calls. Some people, you pick up the call and the first thing that you hear is, who is this? That is how you've lost an opportunity, because some companies will call you on phone call. How you respond to them will let them know whether they are getting back to you or not. So learn how to talk on phone. You don't pick up a call and the first thing you say is, who is this? And then some of you too, you pick up call, and because the person called you, you are doing silent treatment. Who will say hello first? If we do these things, we will lose the opportunity. So let's learn how to do such with our telephone numbers properly written, and then let's learn how to talk on phone. Another thing that's also very important is your email address. The email address too is very important. Please, this is not where you go and put your nicknames as email addresses. sexicato@gmail.com. It is not an email address. If you send me this and then I see that this is the email address you have created, I won't even open it because I'll think it is a scam or a spam that is circulating. So I will open the document. So let's learn how to get proper email addresses. You can use your name as your email address. ama@gmail.com. If you say that ama has already been used, you can decide to use ama123, ama456 at gmail.com. Those ones haven't been used yet. It's always safer to use your name as your email address. So those of us who have our nicknames, especially those with the very funny nicknames as our Gmail email address, let's please make a change to that. Then also with emails, most companies nowadays, when they want to call you for an interview or anything, they might not call you. What they'll rather do is to send you an email. So those of us who don't like checking our emails, a lot of students, you don't like checking your emails, you can lose an opportunity because of that. Let's be checking our emails very often, especially when you're looking for an opportunity. It's good to check your email when you're looking for an opportunity. Also, so I would say sometimes that check your email at least twice a day, morning, evening. You can check your emails so that you don't lose an email. Also, check your spam mails or your junk mails, because sometimes you might never know what happens. Then all of a sudden, the email has gone into your junk mail or it has gone into your junk mail and you can't see it. So I like to say check your junk mails at least once a day, because maybe something might be hiding there and you won't see it. I know people who have lost certain opportunities because they they never checked their junk mails, and they sent them a mail to come for an interview and they missed it because they didn't check their junk mail. So it's always good to check your junk mail. Please check your junk mail. So now you realize that on the CV, I didn't provide the person's picture. I didn't provide a picture to the CV. I didn't provide date of birth. I didn't provide marital status, height, and all these things are not on the CV because these things are not necessary on your CV. On your CV, you only put things that will get you the job. You don't put things that won't get you the job on your CV. You go and put your picture there, someone will say, what type of nose is this? So because of that, you won't get the opportunity. Or someone will say, this person doesn't fit the company culture with this face, so I won't give you the opportunity. So you don't put your picture there unless the company requires that they want to see a picture of you. Then that one you put it there. But if they don't ask for it, you shouldn't put your picture on your CV. Shouldn't put your picture, your date of birth, unless they are asking for your date of birth. Don't put it on your CV. If you put it there, you think you're an old person. Someone will sit and say, this is one of those young people, so won't give them this opportunity. So make sure you don't put those things there. You can put your LinkedIn account over there. If your LinkedIn account is a professional LinkedIn account, then that one you can put it there. But if your LinkedIn is not professional, don't put it there. And that brings me to social media. A lot of us post so many different things on social media. And some of these things, and they say social media, there are things you put online, it will always come to haunt you one day. So if you go online and you're insulting somebody, one day it will haunt you. You go online and you're saying all sorts of things over there, one day it will get to you. And now some companies, what they do is that when they before they take you, they'll Take your name, go and put it on Google and check what Google says about you. So after this session, let's all go on Google, type our names, and let's hear what Google says about us. If it is wrong things, let's go and correct it. You even realize that now some embassies, like American embassy and things, they tell you to provide your social media accounts before they give you the opportunity. So this is why what we post on social media is very important. We shouldn't just be posting anything on social media. Yes. Also, another thing that we shouldn't put there, and I see a lot of people put there, is your GPS address. Please, your GPS address shouldn't be on your CV unless you want to invite thieves into your house before you put your GPS address over there. So all these things I'm saying, it all depends. If the company says they want to see these things before you put them there. If not, don't put them there. Your address, telephone number, email address is enough over there. The next thing on your CV is your career objective. Your career objective, you should always tailor it towards the position or the job you are applying for. So you don't write too much. Very simple things. To pursue a career in material engineering, in an oil and gas company, full stop, or in a multinational company, full stop. That is your career objective. This is not where you are going to tell us you are hardworking, diligent, respectful. I mean, this is not where you are going to put that, because most of the time, all these things you are even writing are even lies. And companies are not even going to look at that. We have the cover letter too. So the cover letter too is also something you can put all these things there. But this is your CV. Your CV you don't put. You just go straight to the point when it comes to your career objective. After that, the next thing is your education. I've seen a lot of CVs where they'll go and hide the education at the end. They'll go and put it somewhere. Then it's difficult for the company to see your education. This is entry-level job. Your education should stand out, because some people are employing you, giving you food, they are giving you opportunities, internship, national service, full-time job and things because of your education. So your education shouldn't be hidden on your CV. And on your CV, the most current thing should always come first. So if anything should come, your CV, your university. So if you're a University of Ghana student, you put in the University of Ghana, the course you are reading, maybe BA Psychology with Information Studies. If you put with over there, it's because you are majoring psychology and you are minoring Information Studies. If you write and Psychology and Information Studies, it's because you are combining. So you are combining Psychology and Information Studies. So that's how you write it. You write your course there. Then now you write the date in which you started. So maybe 2024 to date, because you haven't finished school yet. If you finish school, then you can write maybe 2024 to 2026 or 2024 to 2025 because you finished school. But if you haven't finished school yet, please put to date, because something like COVID has even taught us that maybe the year you are supposed to graduate, you don't even graduate that year. So make sure you put that. Or for the education, your secondary school, primary school, nursery school and things won't get you the job. So as I mentioned earlier on, you only put things that will get you the job on your CV. So if these things are not going to get you the job, you don't need to put it on your CV. Your primary school, JHS, nursery school, no. If anybody is employing you or giving you internship, it's because you're a university student. That is why they are giving you internship. Maybe if you're in level 100, this is either your first semester or your second semester or something. So that one you can put your secondary school. But if you get to level 200, don't put your secondary school over there anymore. However, if you have any professional certificate, like you've done ACCA, Ghana Stock Exchange, you have done courses on Coursera, Alisa, edX, ALX, and things like that. Those ones you can put it on your CV because those ones are recognized. And so a certificate, they are skills-based certificates, and you can actually get opportunities through those certificates. So you can put them there. You can add them to your education, or you can do other certificates, and then you list them there. But remember what I said, on your CV, the most current things always comes first. Then after that, the next thing on your CV It's your work experience. So what work experience do you have? Some of you say that, oh, me, I've never done internship before, I've never worked before. But your mother has a bakery and you've always been helping her at the bakery. Your mother has a shop and you've been helping her at the shop. Is that a work experience? Yes, that is a work experience you can put on your CV. It is how you couch these work experiences. So first of all, you put the position. So what position were you holding over there? Was it an intern? You put intern. Was it a sales executive? Because your mother's shop, you were doing sales over there. So sales intern or marketing intern or something. That's the position you were holding over there. You put it there. And then you bolding the position. Then the name of the company you were working at. Were you working at Nestle Ghana? Were you working your mother's shop? What is the name? Her bakery, what is her name? The name of this. You put it at the company area. Then the period in which or the date in which you were working. So maybe you worked there between June to October 2024. You put that there at the date. Then what you do after that is you come down and bullet what you did over there. Come down and bullet what you did over there. So when you are bulleting what you did over there, use words that will get you the job. Coordinated so and so, assisted in this, manage that. I was able to change revenue from 5,000 to 20,000 within this period. These are the things you put as you bullet them. But you don't use personal pronouns like I, we. You go straight to the point. Coordinated, assisted, managed. These are some of the words you put as your bullets over there. Then after, the next thing we go to is our extracurricular activities. Extracurricular activities has to do with positions you've held before, relevant seminars you've attended. Were you a member of any organization? You can put it there. You bullet them straightforward. You don't write too much there. So maybe you were the psychology student executive. You put it there. Psychology student executive for 2024 to 2025. Or psychology secretary of the Psychology Students Association 2024 to 2025. You bullet that over there. If you've attended relevant seminars that can get you the job, you could also put it there. Then if you're a member of any organization, maybe you're a member of the Ghana Stock Exchange, blah, 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 student executive, this, you bullet that and put it under your extracurricular activities. Then after we move to the personal traits. Personal traits have to do with things that have to do with your personality. There are things you don't necessarily have to learn, but you have them. But I always say get personal traits that are related to the job you're applying for. So you can Google it. What are personal traits looked out for an accounting student, for a marketing student? What are the personal traits we are looking out for? And then you put them there. But make sure that whatever you are putting there is true. You are not lying. Don't go and put that I am thorough and neat. And then your CV is all scattered and you're not thorough and neat. The company just say this person is just lying about everything and they'll toss your CV away. So make sure that you don't lie on your CV. Everything you put there is true. It's true. Then after, the next thing you go to is your skills and abilities. This has to do with things that you need to learn to acquire. Things you needed to learn to acquire, but you need to put things that will get you the job too over there. So it's either to fit the position you are going for. Example, for every University of Ghana student or graduates, you are computer literate, because you can't be University of Ghana and not be computer literate. If you think you don't know how to use computer, UGCCD does free computer courses every semester for students. Go and sign up for it so that you become computer literate, and then you can also put it on your CV. Every university student should be computer literate on their CV. Everybody should have good communication skills. You can't be University of Ghana and not have good communication skills. Put it on your CV. Go and learn it and put it on your CV. Then if you know how to speak any foreign language, you can speak Chinese, you can speak French, Swahili. You can also put those things on your CV. But don't lie. If your French is just comment ça va, it doesn't mean you can speak French. So don't go and put intermediate French and then your French is just comment ça va. It means you don't know how to speak French. You should be able to speak some level of French to put it on your CV. If you have other skills like maybe you know how to use certain softwares and things, it's good to put those things on your CV because it can get you the job. That's why it's good that sometimes we say go and learn beyond what we are teaching you in school. It's good to learn certain things, and these things you can learn them from courses like ALX, Coursera, EDX. You can get these things from there, and usually some of them is even free. So you want certificates, then they'll tell you to pay something small. ALX, I know they say you should pay something very small. It's just because they want your commitment and all that. So you can also put these things on your CV to get you the job. But don't lie. Please don't lie on your CV, because if you lie on your CV, we will catch you. The company will catch you that you were lying on your CV. Another thing after that is your interest. The interest is the same as your hobbies. Interest is the same as your hobby. So what interest do you have? What hobby do you have? But I also still like to say that your hobbies and your interests should be tailored towards the position you're applying for. So let's say you're applying for a position as a journalist. You can put on your CV that I like listening to current issues. That is your hobby, but it's still related to the job you're applying for. So you can put it there. If you do any sports, you can also put it on your CV. You play football, you play tennis, you can put it on your CV, because now I've come to learn that most companies now, or some companies now, are recruiting people based on the sports they can play, so that you can play for their company when you come there. So that's something people, and then also I've learned football like this teaches teamwork and things like that. So you could also put those things on your CV. If you know how to play any mind-challenging games like Sudoku, chess, Monopoly, these things, you can put them on your CV. There are things you have learned and you can put on your CV. You know how to swim, you can put it on your CV, because now companies like the airlines and things, they are employing people because they know how to swim. So if you know how to swim, it's an advantage you can also put under your interest or your hobbies. So these are certain things we should put on our CVs. Then the last thing is your reference. So the reference, it depends. There are some multinational companies, or most companies, that say don't put your reference there. So don't put it there at all. And don't put available upon request, because I see some people will put available upon request over there. Please don't do that. If the company says that don't put your references there, like the multinational companies, Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, these ones, they don't want your references there, so don't put them there. But then some of our local companies, they want to see your reference so that they can actually call the person and get in touch with them. So with that, you can put the person's name over there, the person's position. So maybe the person's position is a marketing manager. You can put it there. The name of the organization, the person's email address and telephone number. Please don't put your parents as your referee, especially if they have the same surname as you. Some people argue and say, what if they were where I was working or not, that in that same company there's somebody else there you can use as your referee. Don't put your religious leaders over there, unless you are working with your religious leader on a professional level, then you can put it there. But apart from that, don't put it there, because it can also go against you. And before you use anybody as your referee, please inform the person. Please inform the person before you use them as your referee. Don't just use somebody without informing, because sometimes when you do that, we won't see it. Then eventually, you think I remember you, but the truth is that there are thousands of people. So I don't remember you. So if you don't alert me, it will be difficult for me to write a referee for you. And ideally, especially for those who are students and fresh graduates, ideally your lecturers should be your referees. That is why we say be nice to your lecturers. Be nice to them so that they can be your referees. Be nice to your lecturers so that they can be your referees over there. So your lecturers can be your referees. People you have worked with before, they can also be your referees. So your name, write their name, the position they hold, the company they work at, their email address, and their telephone number. If you are printing this copy, what you can do is that make sure that if it is more, first of all, your CV shouldn't be more than 1 page. And if you should go 2 pages, especially for entry level and for students, 2 pages is enough. You shouldn't go more than 2 pages. If you go more than 2 pages, there's a high chance that the company won't look at your CV. So 1 page is ideal. In the case where you have to get 2 pages, make sure that at the footer you write your initials and your telephone number, and then you number the pages. That is if you have 2 pages and it's being printed out. That is what you do. If not, you don't put it there. Make sure that you check for grammatical errors. You check for error and all these things before you submit your CV, because nowadays most companies will say, oh, pass your CV through a QR code, pass your CV through this section, pass it through this way and all that. So if you do it that way and you don't, there are mistakes and things, because now there are softwares and things that have been designed to check it. So if your CV doesn't fit what the company is looking for, automatically it will drop your CV. If your CV has grammatical errors, automatically it will drop it off. If you use AI to design your CV for you, the company will find out. I always say AI is not bad. You can do your CV, put it on it for it to cross-check it. But if you leave it for AI to design the CV from scratch for you, they will find out and you will lose opportunity from such things. So basically, this is how our CV should look like. Someone will ask, but career day is coming on. You said we should tailor our CV to fit what company is looking for. We will share with you all the companies that are coming for career day, and then you can look at them and tailor your CV to fit what you are looking for. And then also some companies have specific requirements or specific things they are looking for. Example, TVS Motor. TVS Motor is one of our big sponsors, and they are looking to recruit more marketing students, more sales students, students who can do sales, students who are marketing students. They are looking for engineering students. The only thing is that the engineering students they are looking for more is electrical and mechanical students. Unfortunately, we don't do that in this university. However, if you are applying to these people, this is what they are looking out for. So go on their website and look at it and see what TVS Motor does, and you tailor your CV to fit what they want. Stanbic will be coming. ALX will actually be coming, and they'll even have a booth where they'll be checking people's CVs. So you can bring your CV hard copy for them to look at or soft copy for them to look at. We have company like SEO. SEO is the company that usually works with Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, and things. So they will also be coming, helping students get recruited into companies like Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, and things. We have Telecel Ghana, and actually the Telecel Ghana HR manager is actually going to also sit on the panel, the overall HR manager for Telecel Ghana. She will actually be coming and she will even be on the panel discussion. We have Huawei. Today Huawei came on campus, they did aptitude tests, and some students have been selected, or some students will be selected and will be called for an interview. They will do interviews at the career fair. And then if you didn't get to attend the program, still come for the fair. Come and talk to them. Maybe you might never know. They'll run an interview for you on that day and you get opportunity. Stanbic too will be doing the same thing. Then we have TVS Motor. I mentioned them already. We have Famous Advisory. We have Amalitech. Amalitech, somebody from Amalitech is even going to sit on the panel. We have JB Link Oil Companies, an oil and gas company. We have FNB Bank, we have Zenith Bank, we have UMB Bank, We have media general. So those of you who want to enter into media general is coming. We have bougie, we have Majoral, we have Procus. Procus is Kivo. Yes, they are coming. We have MTN, we have Passion Air, we have Inspire. Inspire is an NGO. We have Nestle Ghana, we have Ghana Stock Exchange, we have about 7 Chinese companies coming. We have Confucius Institute. We know Confucius, they'll also be there. Actually, we have quite a number of companies. If I'm to mention them, I won't finish now. So we have over 30 companies coming for this career fair. That is why we want you to actually get your CV done. Messages, if you're on our WhatsApp channel, Jerry will put the link to the WhatsApp channel or the WhatsApp things there. We will share with you the sample CV that you can look at to make your changes and work on your CV. We will also share with you the companies that will be attending so that you can tailor your CV to fit there. So I've spoken a lot. Now let me give you the opportunity to talk. If you have any question, just use the emoji sign to raise up your hand, and then you will be made to unmute yourself and ask your question. So now the floor is open for questions. Okay, so I can see Clifford. Clifford, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hello, Doc. What about? Thank you very much. What about those who doing those students doing education courses like teaching and stuff?
Okay, so with education, I see that even with education, you can still work anywhere. You have a degree, so you can work anywhere. Most of these companies coming in are looking for they are not looking for specifications. They are not looking for only business students. They've opened it up to everybody. So whether you're a marketing student, you are a humanities student, you are education student, there are opportunities there for you. ALX is there. There are even education students can work at media general. You can work anywhere. So there are still opportunities open to you. Yes. Any question again concerning CV writing or career day? So Joseph, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
All right, please, thank you very much. Please, my question is about the work experience part. So what if the company you are sending your CV to, maybe it's a research institute, but what your working experience has been, you've been teaching in, let's say, JHS or SHS, can that working experience come there, or it has to be work that is related to the company?
Okay. So the working experience, actually that one, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be exactly the type of company you are working at, because you've still built experience in teaching. You've built experience in selling products. You've built experience from various places. So it doesn't necessarily have to be where it doesn't have to be the same industry in which you worked at, because we build experiences from various places. Yeah. So comfort, you can unmute yourself.
Please, thank you. I didn't join early, and I don't know if you've already told about it. I want to know the format for the CV, like the font size, the font size, the spacing, and all that.
Okay, comfort. So what we are doing is that this has been recorded and to be put on our YouTube channel, so you can go and listen to it. But ideally, your CV should be Times New Roman, and use Times New Roman 12 for your CV. Your name alone is what should stand out. So your name alone, you can use a bigger font size like what has been done here. But the other ones, you can use Times New Roman 12. I said ideally we should use the same format for our CV. We should use the same format, and the same format will be shared on our WhatsApp channel and things. So you can actually go there and look at it. Jerry will put the WhatsApp channel later on in the chat box so that those who are not on it can follow through from there. So yeah, you can also unmute yourself.
Okay, Doc. Good evening, madam. Thank you for the insightful conversation so far. I appreciate your time and guidance. Please, Ma, I would like to seek your professional advice. Will it be appropriate to include information about a health condition or physical disability on a CV? And if so, what is the most professional way to present it, please, Doc? Thank you so much.
Okay. So your health condition, ideally, don't put your health condition on your CV. However, nowadays there are lots of opportunities and jobs that are open for people with persons with disabilities. Sorry. Now there are lots of opportunities over there. So we say that yes, you can put it there. You can put it there. You can put it in your cover letter. You can put it in your cover letter that you have so and so disability. Maybe you use a wheelchair. You can put it there so that in case you get there, they make provision for someone with a wheelchair, or let's say you can't see, you are blind, so you have eyesight problems, so you can actually put it there so that they can make provisions for it. And now there are lots of opportunities now that are open for people with disabilities, so you can put it there in your cover letter. If you don't have to provide cover letter in your CV and the company is actually asking for it, you can also put it on your CV. But apart from that, when it has to do with severe health challenges that can affect the job, that one is a little bit shaky because we live in Ghana, and so people are a little shaky about it. But outside the country, yes, you can easily put it, and even that can even get you the job. Okay, so Daniel, you can unmute yourself, ask your question.
Doug, please, thank you. I wanted to know the requirements that we are talking about some companies specifically asking for certain details. Are we going to get those details online, or we are supposed to go to the companies or before we get information?
So most of the time, these ones, you can get them online. Example, like let's say Bank of America. Bank of America is recruiting people. If you go to the Bank of America career section on their website, you will see some of the requirements they are looking for. However, those coming for career day, some of them have told us what they are looking for. So we will put them together and share it onto the WhatsApp channel so that you can see it over there. So Jerry, please put the link to the WhatsApp channel at the chat box so that people can easily follow it, because that's where we'll put a lot of the information over there. So Rita, you can unmute yourself, ask your question.
Okay, good evening.
And just a little correction. I'm not doctor, so don't be saying doctor. Yes, Rita, please go on.
Okay, please, with the work experience, I wanted to ask, what if the shop you worked at doesn't have a name? Like maybe your sister's shop, like a plastic shop, you help them, there is no particular name for it. How do we put that on our CV?
Look for a name for it. Look for a name for the shop and put there. Let your sister register it so that it's a name of the shop. Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can just say house, small shop, or something there. Put something there that indicates that it's a shop that you were working at.
And also with the curriculum activities, what of maybe you are a youth secretary at your church? Can you also put that there?
Yeah. Yes, you can put it on your CV. You can put it on your CV. Yeah. So we also have Kisiwa. You can unmute yourself.
Thank you, madam. Please, you mentioned something about a cover letter, and I would like to know more about it. Thank you.
Okay, so cover letter is like the way in primary school we all learned how to write a formal letter. So that's a cover letter. Because of time, I can't tell you how a cover letter looks like. However, Jerry will also share the cover letter on the channel so you can see how a cover letter looks like. Because of time, I can't take you through a cover letter, but the cover letter is like the normal formal letter we all taught how to write in primary school. For the purpose of the career day, some companies won't mind your internship letter, the internship letter the school gives you. So you can actually get an internship letter and give it to some of the companies. But make sure, just remember that most of the companies coming now, they don't want hard copies, they want soft copies. So if you can get them soft copies, yes. But for the cover letter that the school gives you, usually it's hard copy. You can also get that ready before the companies come. So Jerry will put the cover letter on it for you to see. Alimo. So we'll take a question from Alimo, then we'll take a question from Charlotte, and then we'll end it here. Because of time, and I'm hoping that we can all finish this before 6 o'clock. So yeah, so Emma, you can please unmute yourself.
Yes, please. Thank you so much, because a lot of us didn't know a lot of things we need to put on our CV. I want to ask if maybe continue with this, you kind of give us what to get on our CV, maybe for scholarships and also applying for schools outside as well.
Okay. So this CV clinic, we run it every last Friday of the month. Every last Friday of the month, we do CV clinic. With the same link, same everything. So because of timing, I might not be able to take you through that one. But then it's similar to this. If you're writing for scholarship, it's similar to this. Just that the only difference is maybe the career objective that you might change over there. Then if it's for school, if you've done any project or anything, you can add it over there. So it's similar to this. The only thing is career objective that will change, and then if you've done any project, thesis, and things like that, you can put over there. But then, as I mentioned, this is a CV clinic. We do it every last Friday of the month at 5 o'clock. So, and this is a link. So if your friend can't even join today, she can join the next in July. She can join anytime. Whoever can join anytime to hear this. Then we have Charlotte. Charlotte, please unmute yourself.
Hello, madam. Please, it's about the career day. I wanted to know if main campus and city campus will have theirs separately, or it's going to be one.
Okay, it's good you asked this question. So initially, we had planned to have one main campus and another one. So main campus was going to be on Thursday, city campus was going to be on Friday. However, we just got information that Friday is a holiday. So unfortunately, we can't do the Friday city campus one. But we've also agreed with your principal at city campus that buses should be available. So there's going to be a bus at city campus on Thursday to bus city campus students to main campus for the career fair. So look out for it. There's going to be a bus at city campus on Thursday morning to bring students from city campus to main campus for the fair. Initially, we had planned to do both campuses, main campus and city campus, but because of the holiday, we had to cancel city campus. So we only have main campus on Thursday, but there's a bus available, so look out for the bus. Okay, so thank you very, very much, everybody, for joining in today's CV clinic. I hope we all learned something, and I hope we all took away something. I'm hoping to see all of you at Career Day, because I mentioned we have about 30 or more companies coming. And all these companies, I have promised them that we have brilliant students at the University of Ghana. We have a lot of students at the University of Ghana, and I told all of them that they should come with their HR managers. They should come with their HR executives. So trust me, they are coming with their HR managers. They are coming with their executives. Please have a conversation with them. Please dress properly. Don't wear chalewote to the ground. Don't wear tattered jeans and things. Dress properly, and don't only look forward for the goodies they'll be giving you, because there's going to be a lot of goodies. Don't only look forward to the goodies, because some companies, they come with the goodies, but behind the goodies the HR manager is sitting there. So you ask them for opportunity, they won't direct you to the HR manager. They'll think you're also part of those just coming for the goodies. So please, as much as we are taking the nice things, the goodies and things from them, let's also tell them that we want opportunities. We want internship opportunities. Let's raise the name of University of Ghana high. Let people know that University of Ghana students, we are smart, we are good. Opportunities are open to you. And as I'm talking, I know there are some people who are not from University of Ghana on this. The fair is still open. You can still pass through. You can pass through and speak to people. We are always open to us. But then, treating all University of Ghana students, city campus, distance students, please take advantage of this and join in for the wonderful opportunities this campus have for us. As I mentioned, we have Nestle Ghana. Nestle Ghana will be providing sample drinks, Nestle drinks and things around for us. As usual, those who have attended Career Day before, you know Kivo is always there to give you Kivo Gari and Kivo Shito and Kivo everything. So pass by there. Huawei is around. Stanbic always comes with their top executive HR managers. So come and speak to them. MTN is coming with their manager. Media General, their overall HR manager. She's always at the fair. Please come around. TVS Motors, they are coming with their managers, are coming to recruit. This is the first time they are coming for career fair. So they are coming with their top managers to this career fair. Please, let's take advantage. Tell your friend, let's come in our numbers so that they know that this is a premier university. This is University of Ghana. We are different from what people say about us. So thank you very much. It's almost 6 o'clock, and good night, and hope to see you all on Thursday for the career fair. And there are so many programs happening on campus. Apart from career fair, we have Monday, there's the day of DSRA at City Conference. You can pass by. I'll be moderating a program over there. So you can pass by at 10 a.m. at City Conference. It's the same thing will happen on Tuesday too. So you can pass by on Tuesday. Then Thursday, we all come for Career Day. Then the next week, we have Decoder Show. You know, Careers and Counseling, we have so many programs for you, and we want you to take advantage of all these programs. Thank you very much, and see you later. Jerry, please put the link in the chat. Have you?
Thank you.
Yes, please have.
Okay, so the link is in the chat. So go there and then follow our WhatsApp channels. If you follow our WhatsApp channels, you get so many information. And this one, don't just tell yourself. Their companies are a lot. As you are telling yourself to come, you are telling your friend, gather all your roommates, gather your friends from your departments. Every department, gather them to come, because there are opportunities for everybody. If you are doing BFA, whichever course you are doing, come. Media General, they are recruiting a lot of people. If you work at Radio Universe and you want to work in a media company, come. They are there to pick you. Even I forgot to even add Passion Air. Passion Air is even coming. So those of us who want to become air hostess and things, Passion Air is coming. You can come and speak to them. You never know. You'll be the next air hoster. They are looking for national service personnel. Please come. All the talking I'm talking is just for you to come for Career Day. So please come. Thank you very much. And have a good
Wallahi, I'm going to buy a few raw swam and I'll bring it during the program. Hi. Kivo Gari, Shito. What a socket.
Pacho koto polytank mento efiru aswami. To polytank bra.